and you know, everybody goes in, tries
Not the
to make
case
things-
when you have a Galio plus the equalizer to layer over the top from extraordinarily long range. So I do like what Afrika have put together, but whether Griffin are going to let them play their comp the way they want to is that was just straight up a botched trade for Sword. Not super good. But of course, leaning against Keen is just difficult as there is the equalizer and he's looking for it. Sword down to 100 health and Keen holding onto the flash. Spirit is going to hunt down this Jace.
Oh, no.
Level 6 is, sorry, all-in is level 6. And Sword's going to flash before realizing that he's just dead. First Blood does have equalizer as well, so he can eat through this minion wave and does so right here. I think that's a really good choice to make sure that the tempo advantage isn't going to be too high and give over the Rift Herald without too much worry. And
survived a bit better, but at this point it will be the Infernal Drake as the big timing comes in.
That's the headbutt pulverize as UCal nowhere to go. He's going to burn down as Mystic's going to pick up that kill. Now they're going to take all these turret plates. Jelly, with his unbreakable will, is going to demonstrate. Can Afrika actually move in and start the team fight that they're looking for? Not if the trouble bubble is going to land onto Keen, who takes so much of his health bar. Sword diving into the backline, but Spirit goes golden and flashes away. Prey Seeker doesn't find him as the heroic entrance isn't in the right position. Sword just going to go down to Mystic though, and it is going to be that 4 versus 4. And there's the Fate's call as well. Jelly does get a really nice headbutt pole as Viper is still burning down to the ignite, but that is a really good Justice Punch. It's all in. Will take down the Nautilus. Tarzan in a lot of trouble. The Ren stack should be pulled out. And there it goes. The double kill comes in for the Galio, and Afrika do manage to win the team fight, but they lose out.
Cleared it all out.
Well, Jelly moving on in. There's the flash headbutt pulve onto 3. Sword going to get burnt down by Keen as well as the harpoons are landing. Mystic does find a kill in the backline. He'll turn onto the Drake as Tarzan's trying to run for the hills. UCal doing the same thing, and as you guys know, he has no summoner spells and no chance to make it out of this one. There's the headbutt, delivers the kill.
Fight potential of Afrika's comp.
And the cow once again lies in wait. There's the Hex Flash. Does find UCal, who's not going to use the cleanse just yet. But there's the heroic entrance. Good night. Little Miss Zoe as Viper trying to kite this one out. Tarzan going to be going down though with Sword. Jumping onto Mystic, but he can't get through the lifesteal. As now Viper going to get cataclysmed. The winds of war will rage in relatively easily as Trouble Bubble will land, but Unbreakable Will is going to be available as there's the heroic entrance. The dive on top of Viper and he's dead. There is nothing that he can do about it. Tarzan is so squishy as well as Mystic does get the martial pose in, but UCal cannot find any of... Yeah, there we go. As now Jelly has been caught out of position. Mystic needs to run over here. There's the heroic entrance. Somehow the cow still lives, and he's going to live for long enough for the rest of the team to turn up. Really good counter engage there coming in from Spirit, and both of the tanky boys are dead on the side of Griffin. That will mean that
kind of a
okay.
Questionable teleport.
It's an odd one. It's buying space because now, of course, he does have the Infernal Soul. Does get himself in there, but 1,000 gold going over to the Zoe.
With the Infernal Drake up here as they're looking at Sword now.
Yep, they're going to get the Pulverize. There's the Equalizer. Sword is just straight up dead. That Cataclysm on the Sword, not going to be able to, as there's an Equalizer just thrown into the mid lane. Viper might just die as there's Righteous Glory out from Jelly. They are going to make short work of it as Mystic now diving on in alongside Spirit. There's a heroic entrance as Sword trying to be a frontline, but that is not his job in this composition. Double pulverize once again as the Equalizer's back off cooldown somehow. And now Keen's just going to light them up. I'm not sure whether he still has full kill participation, but that will definitely be a very, very large number by the end of this game as they are heading towards 20 kills. He picks up the last one for himself. They're looking to take down Tarzan, and they do. If they don't have access to that late game guarantee, they can't get anything done. As that is 30k damage done by a Rumble that I believe didn't have a kill until about 30 minutes into the game.
Yeah, his lane was relatively, you know, there wasn't really much action there. There was that one play where they killed Sword, but he wasn't really
anywhere. And now that we tick towards so far this season, Untara, though, is 100% win rate so far on the champion. So surprising that we didn't see any substitutions, but we'll see what Griffin have up their sleeve as we move into game. Keen going to move on out, but that's the flash from Sword. They know that Keen doesn't have his available and the harpoons landed. That is going to mean that Sword grabs.
Tipped them off onto this as the smite was really close, to be honest.
Yep, Piercing Darkness comes in. Dredgeline actually avoided there by a great devour from Jelly, but that might mean the end of his life, and it does. So Afrika do manage to pick up the Drake, but another kill goes to Griffin.
Pressure at all. He's going to TP now, though, as they're coming in here to try to fight.
Oh, the pillar just says no, as there's the equalizer. It has to be walked on here by all of Afrika. Fate's Call comes out to center, already removed from this fight, as that's a great ulti out of the Ornn. The face straight breaker onto 4, though, as Keen is going to bite the dust. All in says, I am done with this team fight, and he is going to get out. But
just picking up the 2 Drakes, but they are going to be collapsed upon here.
Yep, there's the knock-up onto Spirit. Keen will be able to jump over the wall, but they immediately get rid of Tarzan, and the Fate's Call is going to be utilized. Sword having to get out of there, and you can see that
at this point, and what a better chance than to go after Sword.
That's an equalizer. Tarzan looks for the knock-up, doesn't quite get it, as there's the Dawning Shadow. Tarzan goes into his ultimate. Should be a trade back of the kill, as there's the ulti out of the Ornn from downtown, in fact, is now Mystic looking to try and keep himself alive. Iroh does the same thing, as there's the Killer Instinct. Jelly going to devour Mystic to
really
keep him
no wave clear at all for Griffin, so they're just gonna actually move in and try to dive here.
Yep, Facebreaker onto Jelly. He's going to eat the Grey Health, but rather early. He's still just wandering out of this one as Spirit looking to try and collapse in. Teleport comes down as Keen has just respawned. He's looking to try and collapse. And remember, Fate's Call is still... No, it's not available just yet. There's a good pillar. That's going to get the flash out from Iroh, who buffers the dredge line very nice. Are available across the board. As Yukal, perfect flanking position as he does pick up Mystic. Devour is fantastic, though, and the exhaust is going to keep everyone alive. Horn comes in, big knockup, but only onto Sword. As the Drake is taken, Iroh has no stopwatch. Fate's Call now for the re-engage, but unable to find Tarzan, despite that being a decent pillar of filth, and Yukal finds himself on the wrong side of his side. As Afrika, they do want to be able to take this one down, and Spirit, maybe a little bit hasty, is going to start it off already. Now Griffin going for the engage. It's onto All In, though. Not exactly a priority target, as Tarzan going to be taken down very, very low. Good equalizer this time, however, as Mystic gets himself the Dawning Shadow. All In is still alive somehow, guys.
Oh, he got it.
And now the Ocean Soul comes in, and Afrika should be able to just roll over the top of this Griffin roster. Flash has to be used to get Tarzan out of the way. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Viper uses his Killer Instinct, gets over the wall. Flash from Jelly into the death chamber. But remember, they can come back up very, very quickly if they're able to auto-attack their opponents. Now the Ornn comes in. We're trying to buy some space as another equalizer is in a good position for Griffin. And Yukal does find his position in the backside. Mystic going to go golden, but the set is going to immediately die. It's a double kill for the Ornn as Tarzan has to go golden. Viper dives into the backline. Can he do the impossible? The answer's no, because he's so sleepy. The exhaust on top of him is going to seal his fate against the Afrika Freaks. And now Keen says, this one's over, boys. I'm teleporting and I'm finishing this game.
Yep, game absolutely was good that time, but that's what we call too little, too late. Was not able to do much, as they're even going to stick around to bully Sword a little bit more. Pick up that kill once again. Are they going to stick around for Iroh? Yes, they will.
Got to pad them stats. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not going to be able to get him
damage.
I feel you, brother. That's been my experience over the last few weeks. So Afrika finally get a victory in round 2, and it's exactly at the time where they needed one. As you can see, this was all about Keen doing damage, and look at how much obvious work the Ocean Drake did. Because the damage numbers are very skewed away from the winning team.